Well, guys, welcome back to another episode of the BasedBros live stream. Now, before we begin, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you guys are thinking, why am I in my workout attire? It's because I just worked out. That being said, this timing is a little bit difficult for me to get right because I usually sleep in like 2 hours from now. So I'm already like very exhausted by the time this event rolls around, right? So I'm just gonna go right into it because at first we've got Upshot cards, Shibuya film, Sofamon, and then Sticks Protocol. Not a lot of projects, but still somewhat some projects, right? And by the way, I don't think a Santa Rally is coming, so I wouldn't bank my cards upon it if I were you, because like it's not worth it. So if you go here, I think I will be able to log in, register, continue with Google because I like to work with Google. Then hit this. Let's see what's happen. What happens? Yes, we are here, and yeah, this is basically what it is. I still think that a good onboarding would be very very interesting. Claim your daily free gift. Ready to claim. I don't know what happens, but okay. Get USDT claimed. Buy a pack. Buy a base pack. Buy this. Oh shit! I need actually more. Crap. Uh, huh? Wait a second. I think I can. I can hit buy now. Yeah. I have no clue why it was that. We currently things might be clumping. Thanks for your patience. I love this. This testing mode thing is a very good idea. I think this can be improved. So I think for like Upshot, what I can say is that you know have an onboarding, the testing mode pop up is really helpful because I think what's happening is that just them being honest about it is definitely going to help. Improve pack animation, pack opening up animation. Look at football.fun. I think football.fun has a pretty interesting one, right? Reveal card, base token TGE date. I don't think there will be a TGE date announced here, so I'll just sell this now. So I think the basic idea is that you can sell any card that comes your way which you do not believe in. Like, I don't believe this will happen, so I can sell it. But if I believe that it will happen, I can buy even more of it. So base app reaches by June, but stop short of the top 10. Strong adoption drives respectable positioning. I think I'll just keep it here. Actually, no, I would sell. I would sell this because top 25 is pretty tough. Hmm. Meta Kid. I have no idea. I'll have to look them. Because I've got like three of the same kind. So I think what they've done really well is that they're trying to make predictions like super easy. What you can do is you can actually go ahead and make this into like a swiping competition, like left and right. Like once you get the cards, they're arranged on top of each other, and you can like swipe them for like right to like keep them, swipe left to like discard them, swipe right and swipe left to keep or sell cards. That would be really, really cool. To be honest, I think everybody should check out Upshot because they're definitely doing a lot of good work. And trust me, this is like just like private beta, and it still works better than a lot of live applications already, which is something you have to understand. Can I buy this? Huh. I don't have enough shot. How do I get shot? Anyway, so I think like an onboarding is still necessary because it can obviously work really, really much in their favor. Honestly, if you're into prediction markets, I think being heavy on Upshot is going to be a very simple idea. It's not it's not difficult, and I think there is some merit in them keeping it. Hey, how's it going, Fashing? Hello to you too, sir. I'm saying that there's some merit in them as keeping it as the testing mode thing. The benefit of testing mode is actually pretty simple. The benefit of testing mode is that they can be completely assured that the people who are coming to the platform already are aware that things are going to be a little bit clunky. People just have a higher tolerance for things going wrong if they've been told in advance that this is just a testing phase and they're early to something. In fact, most people already realize this whenever they're trying out dApps on a testnet, but it is even better if you can remind people about it by having a pop up that tells them that, hey, this is not the finished, polished version. This is just a testing version. We are collecting feedback at this stage. Simple. Now, coming to Shibuya, fans greenlight the future of film. I think I'm just really surprised right now that nobody's using this. Like, it really surprises me that we have a lot of projects that talk about art, that talk about movies, that talk about crypto and movies, um, or bringing films on chain, but nobody seems to be talking about Netflix's bid to acquire Warner Brothers and then Paramount Pictures stepping in as well. That's just something that's completely flying off the radar. And a lot of people are talking about it in the Web2 world, but I just don't see enough buzz of that in Web3. And I think that, you know, I would have honestly wanted to see more content coming from decentralized social media platforms on that, because at the end of the day, the main fight that is happening over who can provide more shareholder value, right? So you've got Larry Ellison on one side, and you've got Netflix as a giant on one side, and there are antitrust laws, there are anti-monopoly laws that are going to be impactful here as well. So it's a really interesting case of ownership, and like how are shareholders being rewarded, and who's benefiting the most out of all of this. um, Movies like Harry Potter, for example, or something from the DC comics, are pieces of imagination that are very close to everyone's heart because we've grown up watching them. I think if we make the marketing message about how this situation could have been different had people been using decentralized social media where you could actually own your content or own the content that other people have produced, uh, that would land much better than just simply saying, oh, you can own your content. Yeah, but can you describe how owning the content is going to change the outcome that shareholders or customers of Netflix or of Warner Brothers or of Paramount are going to experience because of this purchase? How would it have been different had it been on decentralized social media? Something to like really think about, and I'm just really surprised that a lot of people are thinking about it. So yeah, we got Shibuya.film. I don't know what this is. Is this like movies? Watch episode 1, fund episode 2. How much do they need? Somebody needs to tell me how much is this going to be for. Okay, I understand, but it looks like, huh? What? Ultrasound? Okay, I think what is happening is, I'll tell you what is happening. Very good website, by the way. I really enjoyed. So for Shibuya, I'd say very good website. It's just that I'm feeling that not enough people are contributing. I need to understand why that is happening, right? Are you maybe because you're not putting your face out there enough? Not enough people are watching this. Not enough people know about it. So this is basically like if Netflix basically just started listening to the public about which shows it should develop a second season of, and then started to make work with that. So that would be really, really amazing. But yeah, not enough people are contributing, and that's a problem because I can see that the second episode funding, because there's a bar in there, it's only reached to like 400, $500, and that's about it, which is not much. I want to understand what has gone wrong. So let's see what has gone wrong with you guys. First of all, let me try to see. First of all, I don't understand where crypto is right now in all of this, but it's okay. So let me see. This is what I don't understand.
Over 300 quarters into this machine. It's partial ownership.
Hey,
I'd had those socks for 6 years. I got them backpacking in Peru. They would be
Okay, I would want captions, by the way. Captions on the movie would be great. Would love to have this as a web app for my phone, unless already the present, right? I think you guys need to put yourself out more. I have a suspicion that you guys are not tweeting as much as you ought to be tweeting. People pleaser. Okay, so this is the person who did it, right? Film funding. The thing is, the thing is that I want you guys to be a little bit more understanding of how to actually drive the numbers. I don't know if you have a web 2 side, like if you have a web 2 strategy, but what you can do definitely is if you just make a movie about Ethereum or like the trenches, just call it the trenches and make it about CT in particular, like what was happening over the last 3 years or something. I think people would raise money for that. So think about that. Like make a movie called The Trenches and make it documentary style and record 2022 dump all the way to 2025 finale. Crazy. This is insane. This is all I would say. Then you have got Sofamon, right? Which is your personal collectible. Huh? Okay. Doesn't make a lot of sense to be honest. But okay, fine. We will take it. We will take it. It's okay. So if I come right here, okay, it's June 15th. That's not a good sign, bro. How do I do it again? What variables? Coinbase one handband. This is for my. Is this like an NFT or what? I'm kind of having trouble understanding what this is for. Sticker on Telegram? I don't want to do that to be honest. I'll just skip. Yeah, I'll just keep this one. Adonis. I have no idea why, what is happening, or like what is the benefit. I just think that okay, the if this is like an NFT project, there's a lot of things that's involved. This is an NFT project. You need to work on the lore and the onboarding, because I've been on this website for like 5 minutes. I have no idea what the fuck is happening. I don't understand what you guys do. Like, just because I'm coming to your website doesn't mean I have like researched you guys completely, right? And this is probably like my biggest point, that look, just because people are showing up to your website, it doesn't mean that they know everything about you. You still have to tell them what your mission is, what your vision is, who is your target customer, why would you be the best person to solve this particular problem, what will be the impact if the problem does not get solved, and how does your solution create the biggest impact as compared to other solutions. They should just be there on your main website landing page, and arranged in such a way or organized in such a way that it does not overwhelm the end reader. If it overwhelms the end reader, they're going to start clicking different pages, different sections, and it's just going to create like the snowball loop where they go into pages within pages within pages, and eventually they get frustrated and they just click off the website. Because I have seen a lot of projects that will have this particular problem very, very strongly. I have no idea what Sofamon is. It just says your personal collectible chat sticker. It means nothing to me. I have to be honest. Like, this is not helping me, guys. Please, for the love of God, don't do that. But let's see what do they have. And are you on base? Are you are like abstract? Like, what's this? What's the scene? Okay. Anyway, I think we like move on to the next one. Your meme casted. Okay. Stick.lol. Please don't have CA in your bio, man. Please don't do that. It just doesn't look good. Stick. Don't have CA in bio. Another thing would be don't have TG link in bio. Just make this a link tree if you have to. This sticks.lol thing into, yeah. Like, that's like the easiest thing. I don't understand why more people don't do it. Create, compete, win. Create content. Okay. What is this? Is this like, this is like meme? Huh? Do I have to make something of myself? You got any? First of all, it should just auto detect, man. There's no white option. Any more of that? Sometimes, do you guys ever get like earworms? Like, you just can't stop thinking about like this one music, which is like very, very good, very, very catchy. Because I'm having that right now. And I can't. What the fuck is happening, guys? Okay, so 60 is the last it goes. Huh. Crazy. The fuck? Why do you not have? Jesus Christ, bro. Why do you not have Rabi? Why haven't you integrated Ravi? Please ensure that you have integrated Ravi. Ravi is super important. Please ensure that you have onboarding as well. It's, you know what's crazy to me? What's like super duper uber crazy to me? I'll tell you that. This company actually has good UI UX, but the problem is that they did not spend enough time trying to figure out how they could have gotten a better onboarding done. And that's where they're feeling. Hey Yugi, how's it going, man? Happy to see you around. And I think that's like probably the biggest way to die in crypto is to just give off a bad impression. They've worked really hard on their website after you understand what it is that it does, but unfortunately, by that time it's too late. You've already formed an opinion. So the first few seconds that you have, that's what you have to kind of get an idea, execute upon it, onboard the person, make sure that they understand what wallets are, and if they don't, like just abstract it away, um so he'll like he makes make web3 easy and accessible for all, kind of like Eli 5 explainers. He says this, he's like, if you don't want to onboard, okay, fine, don't onboard, but then don't tell them about the crypto side of things. Just like onboard like it's a normal fucking app, just like sign in with Google and stuff. That's it. But we don't do that. We like to play in the middle. We like to play our own cards, right? So hopefully this is like helpful to you guys. I know like it's like Christmas season already, so a lot of you would be celebrating. I would be streaming tomorrow as well. Tomorrow we've got a very special stream coming up, by the way, with the base team itself. A small alpha for you guys because you guys have been watching me for such a long time. So we'll have the base team on. Yeah. So see you guys tomorrow, same time, I believe. I think Ahan from the base team would be, coming through for like a Humans of Base project. So I'll be covering him, but it would be at like the same time as like this live stream. So yeah, I hope you guys really, really enjoy. I don't think it would be like a Base Bros live stream episode. It would be more about like Humans of Base, but for Ahan in particular. So yeah, I hope it takes off and hope you guys enjoy and take care of yourself. You could have chosen to spend your time any way you wanted. um, you chose to spend it with me, so I really appreciate that.